Okay, finally, finally, guys, we are live. Apologies for that. Had some real technical delays there, like 10 minutes late. So I am sorry for that one, guys. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. And the big news is Manchester United have done it. Manchester United are in the Champions League for next season. With the win tonight, we now move 4 points clear of Liverpool. Only one match left to play. It is guaranteed. It is mathematically safe now. We cannot drop out top four, and we still have the chance to go finish ahead of Newcastle, get that third place, and I'm sure Erik ten Hag will want to be doing that as well. But let's talk about the match first and foremost. Very interesting match, very open at times. Chelsea had a lot of opportunities. We had a lot of opportunities. We could see that reflected across the stats. It genuinely could have been a match that was 5-4 or 6-5 or something crazy like that. But I'm sure you guys have a lot of thoughts on this one, and it's a very big match, and it was a very big result for United. And the most important thing is job done. We have finished Champions League West, that mission to finish in the top four. But I can see some people joining in, so if you guys want to let me know who was your man of the match in tonight's match. Of course, Bruno Fernandes, 67%. I thought he was very good in this match, and that penalty, oh my god, man. So calm, so composed. Bruno Fernandes, Mr. Composure himself. He absolutely took that away. It's so tidily, just into the bottom corner, and the walk afterwards. Man, what a player. What a man Bruno Fernandes is. And for everybody who does sometimes question why I love Bruno so much, that's your answer. I love that guy so much playing for Manchester United. So let me know your thoughts, guys. Who is your man of the match? We are running a poll in the comments. So the options are Bruno, Casemiro. Obviously, I think they were our best two players, but honourable shoutouts will go Jadon Sancho. I thought he was very good in that second half, got at least one assist. Victor Lindelof, very solid at the back. Good performance from Victor Lindelof once again. But if you guys want to let me know who the man of the match was, in your opinion, let me know down below. Keep voting on the poll there as well, and we will get you guys the latest news coming out of Manchester United at this moment in time. So, Erik ten Hag speaking to the media, speaking to the press following United's 4-1 victory over Chelsea. Very good performance, all things considered. And he has said it's important. This club belongs in the Champions League. It is a massive performance when you get this done. So yes, obviously that was the first task Erik ten Hag had to do, was come in, fix the club, make the players play better, and then we can move on, try finish in the Champions League. That's what we had to do, and that's what we have done. That's fantastic. Honestly, that is so good for this team. So I'll keep firing the quotes into the comments so you guys can see them as always, because it is a little bit difficult. I don't have them up in front of me, but plenty of people joining in, so welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, guys. Let me know, who was your man of the match in tonight's match? Was it Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Sancho, or Lindelof? Let me know. Vote on the poll. So far we have 50-50 between Bruno and Casemiro. If you guys thought Sancho or Lindelof were really good tonight, let me know as well. Let me know the thoughts down below in the comments, and we will keep on bringing you guys the latest Manchester United news. So overall, my impressions on the match, it was one of those matches you kind of get towards the end of the season. Whenever one goal goes in, maybe two goals goes in, it's kind of a question like, do the players really want to go run after the ball, chase after the ball, defend well? I think they wanted to have some fun. I think the players enjoyed themselves tonight. We can see it in the celebrations. I mean, against any other team that's like sitting 12th, 13th in the league, if we scored 4 goals, we wouldn't be going crazy. But it's Chelsea as well, so it was nice to get that win over those guys. And man, those guys, Chelsea were awful. I actually was not too impressed with our overall performance tonight. I think a lot of things weren't particularly good. The midfield was very weak. Chelsea got through it very easily, but man, Chelsea were absolutely awful in terms of defending their own box, defending their own goal. And that is something we will see in just a moment when we have a quick look at the stats. So plenty more votes going in. We can see Casemiro well ahead now. 71% of people think Casemiro was man of the match in tonight's match. You guys agree with that? And let me know. Get your thoughts into the comments. Get your votes in on the poll as well. Keep on voting on that one, guys. So Erik ten Hag, of course, speaking to the media following this here. Sunday is important. We can still finish third in the league. We can keep our rhythm. We have a good home record in our history. We can get that. And then this is the one we want to talk about. Now, this is the concern for me. We can see um, the injuries tonight. They were potentially bad for the rest of the season. So obviously, still have to play Fulham. We have, of course, the FA Cup final as well. So Eric Ten Hag, when speaking about Luke Shaw and Anthony, he has said, as always, let's wait 24 hours. It's too early yet to tell now. I wouldn't be too concerned about Luke Shaw. Went off at half time. It was a small back injury, according to Sky Sports and the media. So I wouldn't be too bothered about Luke Shaw. I feel like he might be out of Sunday's match, but he certainly will be back for the cup final. Now, Anthony, that is a different thing altogether. It looks like Anthony's season is over. Very unfortunate. I thought the last couple of weeks he's really started to play well, look like a proper United player. Is that going to hurt him now? I feel like he might be out for the season, and we will not see Anthony until probably next season as well. Same for Lissandro Martinez. Big shame. Two very good players we've brought in this season. Both their seasons ended very early due to injuries, of course. So any more thoughts, guys? Keep voting on the poll as well. First couple of votes going in there for Jadon Sancho. Obviously, Sancho has some fans in the United philosophy community. Of course, I thought he was pretty good tonight, all things considered. Now, I have been critical of Sancho in the past. I think he definitely can add more to his game. He needs more goals, more assists. But I think tonight he was good, especially in that second half. He had a lot of space. He made things happen. He set up the goal for Anthony Martial. He had a couple of opportunities on another day, on another night, with a bit more confidence. I think he could have scored at least one goal tonight. He certainly had those opportunities. And overall, I thought it was a good performance from Sancho. But some more people joining in. If you guys want to let me know your thoughts on the poll down in the comments, who was your man of the match? So Casemiro, 73% of the vote. Now, I think Casemiro absolutely brilliant in tonight's match. But I think there is a bit of a weakness that we have in this team, and I think you guys will certainly agree. Casemiro, he seems to jump into tackles a lot. He gets a lot of bookings, but there is a reason as to why that happens. That's because Eriksen, alongside him, does not have the energy or the athleticism to get around and make the tackles. Casemiro is essentially doing the tackling work of two midfielders. That's why he's getting a lot of fouls, a lot of yellow cards against his name. That's just my thoughts. If you guys want to let me know what you think on that one as well, let me know in the comments. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Of course, that's the best thing about football. We all have different opinions. So keep on voting on that poll. Casemiro, 73% of people going with him for man of the match tonight. I think honourable shout out, probably David De Gea. I thought he was pretty solid in this one. Some very good saves, held on to some shots well as well. And he will be disappointed. He would have loved to have had that clean sheet, and to concede a goal in the 90th minute. Disappointing. We should have kept the clean sheet, but still a good performance from De Gea. So with that in mind, we're going to move on to some match ratings for this match. So this is what I've went for. Of course, we can see all the players here alongside me. So we have David De Gea. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. I thought very solid performance. Probably would have been higher if he had some more saves to make, but thankfully he didn't. Chelsea's finishing quite poor in this one. Wan-Bissaka, I'm going 6. I'm going to give Varane a 6. Lindelof a 6. Luke Shaw is getting a 7 for his contribution up until his injury. In the first half, he was very good. Now, looking at the midfield, we can see great performances from Bruno, Casemiro. Both those players getting an 8 out of 10 for me. I'm going to give Eriksen a 5. I thought he was a little bit for out of the ball. I think he struggled with the physicality and the speed of Chelsea. Obviously got a very good assist for the opening goal. Wonderful cross into the box. Moving on into the forward line, Anthony gonna get a 6. That's just pretty average. Wasn't on the pitch long enough to make things happen. And hopefully his injury isn't too bad. Martial getting a 6. Now it is a little bit higher because he scored a goal, but overall I don't think his performance was particularly great. And then Jadon Sancho, I'm also going to give 6 out of 10 to as well. I thought Sancho was good. Definitely one of his better performances, and certainly more involved in tonight's match than what he has been in several weeks. But any more thoughts, guys? Keep voting on the poll. 15 votes. We have Bruno Fernandes on 20% of the vote, Casemiro on 67, Sancho on 7, and Lindelof on 7. I'm sure you guys love watching Bruno get that penalty in as well. And a big one as well, a big shout out to Marcus Rashford. Now, his performance probably wasn't the best off the bench, But 30 goals this season now, absolutely fantastic. And I'm so glad that Rashford has hit that milestone. I'm so glad he has finally got there because he's been sitting on 29 for weeks and weeks. Obviously, when his goals dried up, United's goals dried up. Look, watching this match tonight, it shows one thing. If we go and get a really, really good striker, we will be a much better team for it because we made so many chances in that match and we just could not score enough goals. If we had a Harry Kane or an Osimhen up front, it wouldn't have been 4-1. It would have been 7 or 8. It genuinely would have been that much. And that's the story across the season. We definitely have underperformed the goals that we should have scored. We've created a lot of chances. Bruno Fernandes, the most chances created in all of Europe. And he only has 12 assists this season. I mean, you put a proper goal scorer in front of Bruno, Rashford, Eriksen, Garnacho, Anthony, Sancho. They're going to score 30, 40 goals a season. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And it could be even more. And what they could add to the team would be even more goals, more points. I think if we had a top level striker, we could genuinely have pushed on and really finished higher up the table. I wouldn't have said we would have competed for any league titles, but certainly for me, we could have went on and really, really made a big dent. Certainly top 4 would be finished a lot quicker than what it has been. But the most important thing is we are in the top 4. And we see that in Eric Ten Hag's comments. I have added them into the chat for you guys if you want to have a quick read at them. So that says it is important. This club belongs in the Champions League. It is a massive performance to get this done. And when speaking about Luke Shaw and Anthony's injuries, he has said, let's wait 24 hours. It is too early to tell. Now, Eric Ten Hag, obviously a man, he knows what he's talking about. We do tend to wait on these injuries, but our injury records haven't been good this season. Certainly, I think his season is over, unfortunately. I would expect Luke Shaw back for the FA Cup final, which will be Saturday week, so coming up pretty soon, all things considered. So, with that in mind, Bruno Fernandes has been speaking to the press on reaching the Champions League and stopping Liverpool getting there. Bruno, of course, captain on the night, potentially captain of the club next season. You comment in there from Kaluma. Is it Kaluma? Kaluma? I apologize. I am very bad with pronouncing names, but you have said good game by Wan-Bissaka and De Gea. Yes, very good game from Wan-Bissaka and De Gea. I thought De Gea probably I could, if I had a 5th option in the poll, I would have put De Gea in there. It only lets me put 4 options in for you guys to vote on, but De Gea, definitely a very good performance from him. So, Bruno Fernandes has been speaking on the Champions League. So, it means a lot to the fans. For us, it's about getting the gold. We'd also be happy for Liverpool not getting there. So, Bruno does know what he's talking about. But he has said, and I think it's a very good point, this is only the beginning. Our goal is not the goal is not for United to be finishing top 4. The goal is to be winning titles, to be winning leagues, challenging for Champions Leagues. But this is an important first step. I don't think we were ever going to go win the league this season, challenge for a Champions League or a Europa League, win every trophy we could do. I don't think we're in that position. But what this is an important building step. This is the next step, the next progress that we have to make. Because for the first time since Sir Alex Ferguson retired over 10 years ago now, Manchester United have won a trophy and finished in the top 4 in the same season. That is progress. There is no ifs or buts, maybes about it, and rival fans can throw what they want at us, but the truth is that is progress. And we have come on as a club this season. No doubt in my mind, no doubt in your minds as well, guys. And with that in mind, we'll have a quick look at what Eric Ten Hag has been saying, because he's been speaking more to the press following the 4-1 win against Chelsea. So, with that in mind, let me just pull that up for you guys. We'll get Eric Ten Hag's latest quotes into that as well, and we can have a proper bit of a talk about them. Of course, not too much going on in terms of other United news. We always find this happens whenever there's a match. You know what happens. All the media are focused on talking about the match, the quotes, the goals. We don't get a lot of news coming out. That'll come tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a big day, so make sure to join me live on the channel for that, because Manchester United will be naming a preferred bidder tomorrow. Now, that is massive. That means the takeover will be getting closer. The sale will be getting closer. We'll be moving closer to, of course, um, the summer transfer window as well. So Eric Ten Hag speaking on Casemiro, the man who you guys have voted so far as your man of the match. Eric Ten Hag has said Casemiro is a massive player. He's adapted to playing in the Premier League. We missed him in a lot of games. He's doing a massive job here. We are very happy with him, and I'm sure you guys are happy with Casemiro as well. What a player. What a difference he has made. Still, he's up there with the very best defensive midfielders in all of world football. We needed a number 6. We needed a DM last season. We went out and bought probably the best in the world, and what a difference it has made to our team. His leadership is fantastic, but let's not also forget Casemiro offers a lot going forward. 15 goals and assists this season, so I believe that's 7 goals and 8 assists from a number 6. That is fantastic. And no doubt in my mind that Casemiro, he can definitely do bits for United going forward, moving up the pitch. He's got that final ball ability. He can break the lines with his passes, and his shooting isn't too bad either. So Casemiro, I could not be happier with that man. Completely changed what Manchester United are like in the midfield. If we get the right partner for him next season, will be even better, because we'll have a proper striker ahead of him. We'll have a new partner for him in midfield, potentially signing Kim Min-jae as well. So behind him will be even further solidified. Casemiro, I think his importance will grow to this team. And what? He's 30, 31 now. I think Casemiro has another 2 or 3 years at the very, very top of his game left in him. I think we need to manage him. I think if we bring in an understudy, somebody to be his backup, allow us to rest him, that'll let us get even more out of him. And we sit here now. We sit here now in a position where I think we can all be proud of. I think when we look at how we started the season, those losses against Brighton, Brentford, being smashed up by City 6-3, conceding 7 goals to Liverpool, there has been a lot of bumps in the roads. It has not been plain sailing for United all season long, but what we have done is we have stuck in there. We have fought our way through adversity. We have fought our way through hard times of the season. We have picked up important points. We have beaten all of our rivals at home this season. That is signs of progress. There is character in this team. Obviously, a lot still needs changing. More strikers needed. More goals can be found in this team. We can improve our away form. We can get better going away against top 6 teams, top 10 teams. But the foundations are here. As a football club, as squad of players, there is character in this squad. We have only lost 2 matches at home all season. That's what we have to do. Look at how City play. If you are to beat Man City to the Premier League title, you have to be almost perfect. You have to be as close to perfect as possible. And if we can replicate our home form next season and improve the away form, we will be right up there for the Premier League. Make no doubt about it. But a lot of things have to happen down there for before we even kick a ball next season. We need a new striker. We need more midfielders. The squad needs an overhaul. Some players need sold. Eric Ten Hag needs to be backed, and we need to have a very good preseason. I think we're definitely on the right track. We are definitely moving in the right direction. Let's just see how far we can go on this journey, because with ownership coming in, if it is to be Qatar, think of the money we can spend. We've seen in the last couple of days a lot of big rumours coming out. Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Harry Kane, Kim Min-jae, even Neymar has been linked to Manchester United in the last couple of days. We could be in for a massive window. If we do have new ownership, it could be very, very exciting. Think about adding an Osimhen or a Gonzalo Ramos, a Harry Kane, a Vlahovic to that United team. Think of the opportunities Martial messed up tonight with his touches, his poor finishing. Imagine someone of Harry Kane's level being on the end of that. Those are goals every single time. And we genuinely have a very solid spine. I think a very, very strong group of players within the team. I'm sure you guys agree as well. When we look at the likes of Lisandro Martinez, who is out at the moment, Varane, Casemiro, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, very, very strong set of players through the middle of the pitch. We add to that, improve upon that, we will be going places. But some more people joining in. So getting back to the match tonight, if you guys want to let me know your man of the match, the poll is running in the comments, of course. We are seeing at the moment 74% of people are saying Casemiro as man of the match. I think I would agree. I think Casemiro probably my man of the match. I might start to mark them out separately on the graphics just for you guys to see as well who I'm going with as my man of the match. Bruno, very good performance. Sancho, Lindelof, very good. David De Gea, very solid in goals tonight. Some important saves, some good distribution, and very, very importantly, he came off his line. He picked the ball up, came in on Conor Gallagher in the second half, and that was fantastic. He will be disappointed not to have a clean sheet, but very good performance from De Gea nonetheless. So, going back to the news, going back to what Erik ten Hag has been saying to the press, obviously speaking about Casemiro being an excellent player and a fantastic signing. Gary Neville has said without Casemiro, United would not be in the Champions League next season. But let's talk about what the manager is saying, what Erik ten Hag has been saying to the press tonight. So this is not my game. We have to defend better and not allow them too many chances. In the end, we don't complain about that. We're in the top four, and that's most important. Big compliment everyone in the club. I think Erik ten Hag, something the man is always stressed now. We've seen this all season long. He wants control. Now, control, simply put, means that you're holding possession. You are holding the ball. You're not creating problems for yourself. You're restricting the opposition to very little chances, and that could be good. Now McCabe in there, actually, man. How's it going? Couldn't be too happy with the performance. Buzzing with his result. Casemiro, different class. 30-goal season from Rashford. Very encouraging as well. Yeah, completely agree, mate. Honestly, very, very encouraging season. It's not a great performance, but it's a great result. It's very strange to see your team, score 4 goals, could have had 5 or 6 and said that you didn't play well. But that's just the strange way of Manchester United. We do things other clubs don't, man, honestly. But I'm very happy. I think great performance, great result tonight. Hopefully, we can build upon this. We can go out, have a good result against Fulham at the weekend. I think we play Fulham on Sunday, last match of the season. Finish ourselves in third position, and I think that'll be a big achievement. If we do that, obviously no extra qualifiers, and then we have some real momentum going into next season, going into the FA Cup final. Might be down to us to save the treble, to be the only team in England that's ever won the treble. Let's go and do it. Daniel's in there as well. What's the crack, Daniel, man? Good to see you back. Nasty injury for Anthony. Real shame for him and for the team for the FA Cup. Yeah, it didn't look good. I think whenever you see an injury like that, where it's kind of like the ball is won, but the player goes down really badly injured, like in pain, you have to worry, because that means that something has gone wrong that shouldn't have. Because a tackle, by definition, if you win the ball, 9 times out of 10, the player's not going to get injured. Anthony did not look good for him. He couldn't walk. It seems to be an ankle injury. Now, they were speculating, of course, on TV, on coverage, that it was a ligament injury in the ankle. Obviously, it will take a while to come back to that, but that would be our second, metatarsal injury of the season after Lisandro Martinez. Not great. Not great at all. And it is a shame for Anthony. I think he's really started to pick up some form, started playing a lot better in recent weeks, certainly very involved in United's attacking play, taking a lot of shots. He doesn't lack confidence, he doesn't lack belief in his own ability, but he certainly will be a miss in the FA Cup final. Should he not be there? I think he looks like he might be out until next season. Let's hope he can come back stronger, come back fitter, ready to go on to next season. So, guys, with that in mind, talking about the match, gonna have a quick look at the stats now. Just really quickly. Of course, something we always want to do whenever we are on the lives and stuff is have a look at the stats, because whenever we're talking, it's very hard sometimes visualize it. Obviously, everybody watches the match, but it's hard to remember what you see, and sometimes what you see with your eyes can be a little deceiving. The stats are cold, hard numbers. So, 4 goals, one, obviously, as we know the score of the match, but 20 shots to 14. So, obviously, United, we set back, we made things happen going forward. Very good transitional play between Bruno and Anthony whenever he was on. Sancho looked dangerous running in behind, and Martial as well. Just lacked the pace to get in behind. I think we looked so much more dangerous on transition. Whenever Garnacho and Rashford were on, we had some proper pace to burn, and we could get in behind them every time. In terms of possession, a lot more for Chelsea. Definitely thought they came, held a lot of the ball. Wasn't always threatening, but they created enough opportunities. But look at the XG. This is the thing. Obviously, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody loves XG as a stat, but the XG says we should have scored over 5 goals. We didn't. We should have scored a lot more. Think of that chance Ericsson had as well. Some more comments in there. Daniel says, "Congratulations on 600 subs." I actually didn't know that we'd hit 600 subs. So thank you very much for anybody who has subbed on the stream tonight. Support's always much appreciated. And if you guys do want to sub as well, help me out, help grow the channel, and join in with the community today. Don't forget, hit that sub button. Really, really do appreciate every single one of you guys. And as well as that, so Casemiro currently winning the man of the match poll. As we know, it's a very prestigious award. There is Double A back in. Hi Stefan, back again. Absolutely buzzing. We got top 4 sealed. Now there's less pressure on the last game. I'd rather we win it and finish third. Great game by the boys. Love United forever. Yeah, man. Really good. The Good to see you back on the channel. Really appreciate the support. And yeah, very, very happy with the result. I think some elements of the performance weren't great. Like we let Chelsea have a lot of the ball, a lot of chances, and they should have scored more goals. A better team would have punished us, but Chelsea, they're not a good team. Whenever your own supporters are singing that they lose every week, you know you're in some very, very, very bad form. Um, but other than that, yeah, I mean, we cannot complain too much. I think results matter more than performances. Obviously, you want to play well, you want to have lots of possession, and ultimately, we did win 4-1. I think some more control would have been nice, but it was a fun game to watch. It was one of those end of season matches. You never quite know what you're going to get at this stage of the season. Quite often, when teams have nothing much to play for and they go down, they're just happy to see the match out. They want to hit the beach. They want to go on their holidays. So it was good to see that both teams went for it. It was entertaining. It was a fun match. And it's one we will remember fondly, I'm sure, as well. Double A says, "We'll always support your channel, mate. Keep up the good. Love seeing the community grow." Yep, big love as well. Thank you very much, man. Really do appreciate the support. You guys in the community genuinely make this worth doing. So thank you very much for all that there. Some more people joining in. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you want to let me know who was your man of the match in today's match, was it Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Sancho, or Lindelof? Now, Casemiro, as expected, well ahead, 74% of the vote. Bruno in next with 15. Support the younger, smaller United channels out there. Yeah, man, I really do appreciate it. Obviously, some of the big guys, their content is absolutely brilliant, and they genuinely do inspire me to do it. Would firmly recommend United People's TV. I think Sam's a really good guy. I've messaged him before in a couple of things, and he's always been very helpful. So a big shout out to him. But yes, other people joining in, welcome to the stream, guys. Want to let me know who was your man of the match? Was it Bruno, Casemiro, Sancho, or Lindelof? As well as that, any more thoughts? Get them into the comments, guys. Love reading the comments, especially after the matches. These are very chilled out streams. We are pretty relaxed on the stream tonight because United are relaxed. We're top 4. We're Champions League. Liverpool will be playing Europa League next season, going off to Astana and going off to Cyprus for matches. I hope they enjoy it. I hope they enjoy the way it is. Manchester United, we're going to rock up to the Bernabeu, the Allianz Arena, PSG. We will turn up in the big matches, and it will be fun next season. So Liverpool, I hope they enjoy their season. We're going to enjoy our season. We still have a lot to play for this year. Third place is a big accomplishment. Would obviously mean that we move forward as a team. We don't have to play that extra qualifying match for Champions League. And it's firmly within our hands. We just need to beat Fulham because chances are with goal difference, if Newcastle win their match, we cannot catch them. But beat Fulham, finish third, that will be good. Can't remember the last time we had more than 5 man of the match contenders. We had more than 5. Yeah, definitely double M, man. I really do. I do think there's a lot of good performances out there. Very good individual performances. As a team, we played well. We looked very dangerous going forward. I wouldn't have give very many people man of the matches in terms of the back line, but I do think Lindelof was good and David De Gea was solid. I think midfield wasn't great. Um, Daniel in there, at least we won the 7 Up Cup. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, you guys will remember that. Liverpool fans, they'll remember that fondly for many years. I mean, I, I can take in hindsight, I would rather have took the smashing at Anfield and finished Champions League, but Champions League is only for a season. There's no guarantee of getting back into it. But what it means for United is we can move forward, look forward to the summer transfer window, and let's see what we can accomplish. Go after some big players, go after some players who are going to come in, make a big difference to this team, and let's see where United at the start of next season. Obviously, Takeover coming up with new owners coming in with Champions League football now and a team that is clearly going in the right direction. We will be able to attract some of the very biggest players in world football. No doubt about it. I think we will be an attractive proposition. Players will look at us, they will want to play for Eric Ten Hag's team. If you're a top level striker, if you're an Osimhen or a Gonzalo Ramos, maybe a Vlahovic, Harry Kane, uh, maybe even someone more obscure like a Gift Orban or somebody like that, and you're looking at that team and you're seeing us create so many chances and nobody's scoring it, you're probably sitting thinking, if United come calling, I could score 30, 40 goals there next season. Double A's in there, Banter and Daniel. Yeah, it's funny, man. Daniel is a little bit. He's a good mate of mine, but he does like a little bit of trolling as well in the comments. Um, so yes, getting back to the news, getting back to the main talking points. Of course, um, Eric Ten Hag speaking. Champions League most important. We have to get the club back to it, and you have to achieve in the Premier League. You have to fight for it, and now we did. So that was good. Can see some more comments going in there. I guess no revenge for Mo Salah against Madrid. There we go. The banter has started. I told you guys it could be a relaxed, chilled out stream, completely open chat, and people have started bantering each other. We knew it was coming. This happens. This happens from time to time, especially when Daniel's involved. um, but yes, Eric Ten Hag, he was happy with tonight's performance. Result certainly speaks for itself. And I do like this one. This is a quote, and I'm going to pin it because this shows the ambition of Eric Ten Hag. So he has accomplished winning a trophy. He's accomplished finishing in the top 4. What's the first thing Eric Ten Hag's thinking about? Eric Ten Hag is thinking about next season. He has said, we want to be the best in the world. We have a long way to go, but we are in the right direction. We have come far. Remember the Brentford game? Now we're in the Champions League. That is important. There we go, man. That is important. That that is brilliant. I honestly, like, I cannot speak highly enough of Eric Ten Hag and his ambitions, his mentality, his standards have been very, very high this season. I I cannot complain about that man at all. Like, obviously not perfect. He has made mistakes from every once and again, but certainly for me, very, very great manager, perfect man to be in charge of United. Very, very happy with the direction of this club. But still see plenty of people joining in. Welcome to the stream, guys. If you guys want to let me know your thoughts on tonight's match, who was your man of the match? Poll is running in the comments. At the moment, Casemiro well ahead, 71% of the vote. You guys clearly loved watching Casemiro tonight. I loved watching Casemiro tonight. Very good performance from him all around. We can see Daniel's in there. Mo Salah will play until he's 50. Just wait for his revenge. Obviously, a bit of bantering going on. It is a fun community. It's completely open, interactive. Love talking to you guys as well. So any more thoughts, get them into the comments. Join in with Double A, join in with Daniel and everybody else who has took the time to comment tonight. Casemiro absolutely outclassed the 120 million Enzo. He's a good player and will get better for Chelsea for sure. Low in confidence, I guess. You know, I do agree with that. I think Enzo Fernandez, he's a very good player, very young as well. I would have loved us to sign him. I think for the price, 120 million, it's kind of crazy money. But but he could have been a very good signing. I think Enzo alongside Casemiro would be a nice partnership. But yeah, he did get dominated to an extent physically, and Casemiro definitely far more experience, a lot more quality at this moment. He made a count against Enzo Fernandez tonight. Do I think Enzo is still a good player? Yes. Do I think he's ever going to be worth 120 million? Probably not. But I do think we need a player of that style to come in alongside Casemiro. Obviously, Enzo, he isn't a number 6. He isn't a DM. He doesn't sit naturally back, win the ball. Lampard, I mean, Frank Lampard doesn't know what he's doing as a manager. Obviously, he just plays anybody once in those deep positions. We've seen Conor Gallagher play up front for Chelsea. Like, Lampard, man, if it wasn't for his name, he wouldn't be getting jobs. Put it that way. More comments in there. Imagine that, top man, respect. Um, there's Daniel in there. Chelsea as a whole will definitely get better next season. They've got quality throughout the field, but the problem is they brought in too many players too quickly. Need time to get better. I do agree with that to an extent. I think if you look at Nottingham Forest, they brought what, like 25 players in last summer, and they started the season off really badly. As the season went on and everybody got used to each other's game, definitely started to improve. Daniel saying Chelsea will get back onto top 4, a proper coach next season, an amount of great players to have at their disposal. Yeah, and I think money will be a big factor as well. They can spend a lot of money on that team. And with Poch coming in, it will be interesting to see what he can do. I think if Chelsea got a top level striker, they will definitely improve. I think we can say that for United and Chelsea. I think if we go out bringing a top level striker, we are looking at a team that's going to pick up what, 10, 15 more points across a league season. At the moment, we are hopefully going to finish on 75 points. That would bring us up to around 90 points if we bring in a top level striker who scores 20, 25 league goals. That puts us within striking range of a Premier League title. I think people don't realize how close we are. I genuinely think next season could be a very good season for United. Bring in the right players, if they settle down and they start to play well together, start scoring more goals. If our defense is already very good, we have the most clean sheets in the Premier League. I think we can go on and really start to push for some big trophies. But that's my thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Loads of people joining in, so welcome to the stream, guys. Let me know your man of the match. We are currently running a poll in the comments, so the options Bruno, Casemiro, Sancho, and Lindelof. Let me know your thoughts down below. And as well as that, we have just hit 600 subs tonight. Big thank you to everyone who's helped make that possible. And if you guys want to join in, don't forget, hit that sub button. Really helps me out. Double S says, annoying knowing that American Ted Lasso owning Chelsea, he'll have different ideas, splash out more money. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, absolutely. I mean, what, he turns up and told Thomas Tuchel to play a formation with 12 players. I mean, come on. Like, Todd Bully, like, I don't know what that guy is. He's just happy to spend his money. I'm sure he'll spend a lot of it in the summer. It all depends. If he lets somebody else spend the money for him, maybe they'll get lucky on a couple of players. I don't know. But loads of people joining in. Stream's really flying now, guys. I'm glad I've stayed on for that a little bit later on this Thursday night. So any more thoughts, guys, get them into the comments and keep voting on the poll. Casemiro well ahead in the man of the match poll. 71% of people have went for Casemiro as man of the match. Let's get the likes up, guys, says Double A. Yes, that's really thank you for that, man. Really does help us as well. If you guys do want to drop a quick like on the video, would really appreciate the support. Other than that, Bruno 16, Sancho 11, and Lindelof 2%. So a couple of people went Lindelof. Vast majority went Casemiro. Sky Sports, Gary Neville, they all want Casemiro. I get it. I think he was very good tonight. I think Bruno deserves a bit of a shout out. Well, I think his performance was very solid overall. And really good penalty. Very coolly slotted away. Love the celebration as well from Bruno. And we're very happy in this moment in time. Great result. Finished top 4. Let's move on. The next one. So obviously, quick stat to bring you guys. 59 matches for Erik ten Hag. 40 wins. 68% win rate. Absolutely brilliant. Gotta love him. Few comments coming in there, guys. Daniel says the purse for 700 begins now. I don't think Todd Bowley ever understands the offside rule. No, he doesn't. Double A man, he does not have a clue about the offside rule. 700. Let's get to 1,000. I mean, I would absolutely love it. But I'm not gonna beg, guys. Like, subscribe to me if you want to. We do put out a lot of content. We work hard on it, but it is your guys' decision. I'm not gonna burst it and plug myself too much. But yes, getting back to the main topics tonight. Not too much in terms of takeover news. Expect that to come tomorrow. I will be live covering everything. Um, Ken Hag says he somewhat agrees with Arsene Wenger that top four is a finish. He says it is something like that. No actual trophy, but it's very important. I think that just kind of shows the importance of top four to Eric Ten Hag to United. Um, New comments coming in there as well from Okalo Jasper says, it was wonderful. Yes, yes, by the boss. Yes, very, very good performance. Thank you very much for your comment, man. Really appreciate your support on the channel and for joining in with us tonight. God shows, as always, Stefan. What did you think of De Gea getting the armband after Bruno? I love De Gea. Really happy for him. Yeah, I mean, I thought De Gea had a good match. Now, I like David De Gea. I've had my problems with him at times this season. I didn't hold back in my words after the Sevilla match. But I think tonight he was very good. Like, I'm not one of these blind haters for De Gea. If he has a good match, I will always say he's played well. If he has a bad match, I would say he's played badly, and I will do that for any player. I definitely think he had a very good match tonight. And yes, he is the only remaining player from the Ferguson era at the club. Phil Jones, United legend, of course, has left the building. So that's unfortunate. But yeah, it's sad. It does show us that time is moving on, the club is moving on. It hasn't been an easy 10 years, but I think we are on the way back. I think we have the right manager now. We've got the right players. Let's add to it. With the new owner, big things can happen. I'll be very excited to see what United can do next season. But any more thoughts, get them into the comments, guys, and let me know your thoughts. Keep voting on the poll as well. Casemiro well ahead in the man of the match poll with 72% of the vote. And Bruno is next with 15. Sancho with 11%. He's creeping up the rankings. And Lindelof right down at the bottom with 2%. Seems like only one person thought Lindelof was man of the match. But I did think he had a good match. And I think he's done very well in the last couple of weeks. But yes, guys, keep your thoughts coming. And as well as that, if you guys do want to indulge Double A and Daniel there and hit that sub button, I would really appreciate it as well. Definitely helps me out. And I would love you guys join in with the community. It's such a great little community on the channel, and we work very hard to bring you guys all the content we can. And of course, we will be live tomorrow, all being well, hopefully with news about the Man United takeover that is meant to reach a new level within the next couple of days, where we will have a preferred bidder. Massive for the club. Massive, 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 because that means we go out. There will be separate negotiations between the Glazers, the preferred bidder. We can name a price. Stefan, can you do a show after the Fulham game about your United X11 of the season? Like starting 11? Yes, of course, man. I actually, it's very annoying because I have a video recorded and I forgot about it. Where I went through the entire United squad and did keep versus sell, but we will certainly do a United team of the season. Frame definitely will do that. Plenty of content coming up, and it won't just be for transfers. New comment in there as well. Okilo, I love him too. He's to improve his skills on his legs. I think that's about David De Gea. Yeah, I mean, if he can improve some of the weaknesses in his game, he definitely can still be a very good goalkeeper. I think I would like us to buy another goalkeeper in the summer transfer window as well. Maybe someone a little bit younger. There was talk of a guy coming in. I think it was from Anderlecht. He's only about 20. He could be the successor for De Gea. Maybe in a year or two, he could come in and become the number one. But I think De Gea will be number one next season. I think what we need most of all is gold. We need a striker. That has to be the biggest priority. And I think let's go out and get a top level striker. If we have to spend £100 million, maybe more, so be it. Let's do it. Get what we need to, and we can move on as a club. We can move on and hit that next level. Challenge for big trophies. Those extra goals will win matches across the season. And it wasn't too long ago, it was only around February time there was talk of United being in a title race. We fell off when Rashford scored. right up. If we had another goal scorer in the team, we maybe could have hung in there a little bit longer. So I think a goal scorer has to be the number one priority. So, any more thoughts, guys? Let me know down in the comments. If you guys are new and you want to really support the channel, please consider hitting that sub button as well. New comment. I'll always love him. He's been great servant to the club and a legend for me. Yes, definitely. I mean, most clean sheets in United history, 550 plus appearances. What a man! A lot of appearances for David De Gea. But yeah, I mean, certainly there's arguments around his long-term future, but I think for the next couple of seasons, certainly I think he will be staying. I don't think we're going to move him on, especially if we're giving him a contract on top of all that. So with that in mind, guys, I'm going to leave the stream here. Please, please, please consider hitting that sub button. It helps me out so, so much. And we'll be live tomorrow. So I will see you guys then. Thank you very much. And good night to you guys, wherever you are.